Hi, Todd Warren here in the Forecast Center with a look at our weather week ahead as our streak of sunny, hot, and humid days has continued across the region today. You can see the mostly sunny sky in downtown Marshall on this Wednesday afternoon. The reason for the sunshine and the heat is that same upper level area of high pressure now camped out over Texas. It is going to weaken a little once we get to Friday, as that will allow temperatures to ease, but the hottest day of the week very well could be tomorrow, as several locations across the area stand a good chance of hitting 100 degrees, perhaps for the last time this year. Over the course of the next few days, we're not going to see much as far as rainfall. Robin started a Futurecast showing you a clear sky over the Arklatex during the nighttime hours tonight. Tomorrow, expect plenty of sunshine once again, with a few clouds mixing in during the afternoon. Tomorrow tomorrow night I should say, we will see a mostly clear sky, and Friday we will close out the work week with more sunshine. But again, highs Friday, instead of close to 100 like we expect for tomorrow, probably looking at highs Friday in the middle 90s. We should return to the upper 90s Saturday and then return to the mid 90s Sunday as the promised cold front begins to move closer to the Arklatex. Before we talk about that front, let's focus on the tropics. We do have Hurricane Fiona, a strong major hurricane at this point, maximum sustained winds at 130 miles per hour. You can see the well-defined eye associated with Fiona as it is moving now to the north. And as far as where this goes, no major changes in the forecast here from yesterday, as it still appears as if Fiona is going to become a stronger hurricane with max winds of 140 miles per hour. We'll then see it move up towards the eastern sections of Canada by the time we get to the weekend, as it should stay well to the east of the U.S. coast. Now, we further to the south have another disturbance, which is now trying to get its act together just off the coast of South America. This is expected to become a tropical depression, probably going to become a tropical storm. Good chance it becomes a hurricane as well. More than likely it would become Hermine, as this system is expected to move to the west in the next several days. And I'll talk more about this when we go longer range. Right now, let's take a look at the 10-day pattern across the country, and you can see the upper level ridge again maintaining its strength tomorrow. A little trough here across the northern sections of the country will push a boundary southward. That will break down the ridge just a little bit, allowing temperatures to briefly cool down into the mid-90s Friday. Heading into the weekend, big trough develops here across the eastern half of the country. That's going to push a frontal system southward. A little bit of rain possible with this front Sunday and Sunday night. Don't expect much. Models still showing amounts of a tenth of an inch or less. So rain will be negligible the way it looks right now with the passage of this frontal system. But the air behind it will be much drier. It will be cooler, as we'll see lows falling into the 50s and low 60s. Highs will fall into the middle 80s across a good chunk of the area as a result of that. Now, moving forward, heading into the middle of next week, you can see that system I talked about earlier, which would be probably Hermine, moving into the southern Gulf by the middle part of next week. The big question is, where will it go after it gets there? And this is one possible solution, showing the system could head towards the north central Gulf Coast. New Orleans would be in play. It does look like perhaps the Alabama-Florida coast. Another model sends it over towards Tampa. So we're looking at possible landfall here somewhere across the eastern half of the northern Gulf Coast, the way it looks right now. Now, obviously, we're talking about something that hasn't even developed yet, and so that means we're going to really keep an eye on this system as it approaches the area heading into next weekend, at least approaches the coast. Meantime, your forecast for tonight looks like this. We will see a mostly clear sky across the Arklatex. Temperatures will stay rather warm for this time of year. Normally we're in the middle 60s. We'll see lows in the lower 70s. 73 in Shreveport, 71 tonight in Texarkana. Tomorrow, near record heat on the way, as we'll see a partly cloudy sky. Daytime highs will be in the upper 90s to near 100. That 100 degrees in Shreveport, 1 degree shy of tomorrow's record. And the good news is this will be perhaps the last time we see 100 degrees. We have never seen triple-digit heat in the month of October. And you can see as we close out September, we will likely see those temperatures fall into the 80s next week and stay there. Again, probably easing into the mid to upper 90s Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Lows staying in the 70s. Cold front comes in. Highs back to the mid 80s. Lows will fall to the upper 50s to lower 60s across the region. We actually could have some low to middle 50s across the northern sections of the Arctic. So again, it does look like some changes on the way. A couple of things to keep an eye on. A cold front that moves through Sunday. A little bit of rain will be possible with that frontal system. And then we'll see a possible hurricane that could move into the Gulf of Mexico during the latter half of next week, approaching the coast next weekend.